Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a 62, I think it is now, degree Sunday the 5th of October. We're gonna go for a ride. If you hear something rumbling back there, that would be my Road King. See you, Mama. I love you. See you. Bye. I will. So we're gonna go for a little ride. Well, if everything goes right, you've already seen the thumbnail and you already know what's going on. But for now, we're going for a ride on the Road King. I said I wouldn't put miles on it because I'm trying to sell her. Well, I may have her sold in kind of a strange way. This might be way too cold for fingerless gloves. I'll get back on here a second. You forget how smoky this thing is. It always freaks me out that this is only the 107, you know. Last time I rode it, I come back from the trip, I gave it a bath, and I took it for a 12.6 mile after a wash ride. It's got to be over 10 miles. And anyway, and it's been sitting ever since. So as soon as I turned the key on, I was just checking to see, you know, did I put gas in it last time, which I did. And well, I had moved it a little bit when I did that, so it woke up the TPMS. So the front tires at 24 and the rear was at, I forget what it was, like 32 or something. I'm like, I have to look to see the last time I rode it. I think I come back from the trip, and I think it was like the next weekend I washed it, dolled it all up, you know, drove it after washing it, and put, oh, it's only 25 through here, and put it away. And there's where she sat. And I promised I wouldn't ride it unless I was like taking it to work to sell it or whatever. But yeah, some conversations went on, and I'm gonna see how this works out. This is something that's it's a thought that's been in my head for a while. Well, for over 3 years, almost 4. I'll just leave it at that. All right, a couple hours later, I'm here at Northwest Harley-Davidson. You probably see the reflection in the glass. I'm sorry for the people interested in the Road King, but the Road King became a 24 Pan America S, or special. I don't think they even make the standard anymore. Joey, those guys, fantastic.
All right, thank you, Shawn.
Yep, thanks, Joey.
All right, buddy. Enjoy.
Thanks for all your help. Exciting times. Oh, I gotta go off a bump when I leave here. Excited. Want to do this for quite some time. She's alive and kicking. Whew. Rain mode's got to go. We'll just put her in sport right away. Do a quick little mirror adjustment here. They're all over the place. We'll play with that as we go down the road. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Wee doggy. It's always incredible dealing with those guys. So riding that Road King down here, and it just it was just doing everything so nice. I'm like, oh no, I'm really loving the Road King here at the moment. That's always the way. So I'm gonna take my normal back roads. So I'm just gonna sign off for a moment and get my head straight, so I'm not thinking about the bike and trying to talk at the same time. Oh, we gotta hang on for the trees here. Oh, they filled the tank. That's nice. Oh, look at these trees. Look at this. There you are. Oh, what am I gonna call you? Old Panner or something? How's that for your first views and being set free? All right, let me sign off and get going here a little bit. So you gotta check out Mount Rainier. Seems like every time I've taken a bike home, it was cloudy. There's Rainier right there. I don't know if that even shows up or not, but super comfortable. I've ridden a handful of these already, you know, UVIs at work and stuff like that. And I rode the very first one they got in at Northwest Harley. They had that kind of like the Street Glide. They had a Road Glide and a Street Glide. Remember, I had to wait like a week because they had to keep it as a demo for 2 weeks. And then, oops, my hand slipped. And had to wait till that was over before I could buy it. And he goes, "It's going to have some miles on it." I go, "I don't care." We're going to cruise some back roads on the way home here. Uh-oh. Got a little fender bender or something down there. Oh, yeah, it looks like multiple cars mixed up in that one. Anyway, let me soak some more of this in here. I don't remember if it was December or in January when I brought the Classic 350. It was all foggy and misty and, man, crazy cold going through here. I missed a lot of the nice scenery. Of course, I got you going right against the sun. Yeehaw. Now, the reason. Of course, the Pan Americas are never off my mind. You guys know every time we have one in there, I'm Googling about it and whatnot. But the other reason, you know, I've been doing all those tours on the BMW, the GSA, and after taking the tour of my Road King, it's super comfortable, lovely motorcycle, and I really miss my I gotta watch this guy. If he's going to turn in front of me, I need to bind on her quick. He was seeing me. But anyway, you know, I really want a BMW again, you know, as a demo. But, you know, that's so sketchy, you know, if there's limited supply, I can't get them. You know, I know the Canyon Red Rock, which I'm super excited over. And I've mentioned a couple of times I would really like to have one of those as a demo, and I don't really get a response back, you know. But I've also heard that the very limited supply initially we're going to get on those things. Maybe for all of 25, I have no idea. So I'm thinking the Canyon is, because the crazy interest that we're getting on them, I think they're going to sell immediately. So it'll probably be impossible to get one as a demo. And I can imagine the GSA, you know, I don't know what the supply is going to be on that. I don't know if you hear navigation talking in the background, but got Apple Maps going, that so soothing voice. I don't know who's doing the maps now, but it's so much nicer. But it's very relaxing to listen to those instructions. You know, if you do the Harley app, do it through their app. You know, you got the whole, either the whole map up there, or if you have it like in this screen, you'll have a little arrow. You know, it's like your watch does. It tells you, you know, just the basic stuff. But having Apple Maps running in your pocket and listening to her, it's very precise where you're going. Very excited. I love this color, and mainly, if for nothing else, you hardly ever see it. There's the greens and the blacks and the, you know, the Screaming Eagle orange, which I love those colors. But man, that's all you ever see. This thing is, I seen that color when I looked at the 24s, you know, earlier this year, and I go, yeah, billiard gray, I like that. I'm kind of a fan of this gray anyway. There's a lot of the cars that are, I don't know if it's a billiard gray, but you know, it's their version of a gray and blacked out. Well, all the accents on this thing is black, you know, and then that billiard gray, it's nice. That's those two statue horses that will freak you out when you drive through here. That is so cool. And that white fence, oh man, the fall colors popping out here and there. Amazingly comfortable. The seat absolutely looks like it would not be comfortable, but it very much so is. Beautiful roads out here. Beautiful countryside. I've taken my Slim home this way. My GT650 this way. I took the Classic 350 this way. I remember coming through here, it was just intense fog in here. You could just kind of see the trees, and they were, you know, just beyond, everything was disappearing. Man, I was cold. Wanting one of these things forever. But it just didn't make a lot of sense, because I got a GSA demo every year. Why would I spend all this money on a Pan America when I got basically the equivalent sitting there at the house, you know? Old Victory. That's a big old, massive ant nest. Ooh, it's cold back in these woods, though. Absolutely amazing. It would be really silly not to do it, especially since I've got the hankering for I've had one for a Pan America, and yeah, the price was right. The trade-in on my Road King was phenomenal. Man, I wish I could tell you, but I won't. But yeah, really good. And yeah, couldn't be happier. And the one thing, this is not going to sit around like the Road King. This is very I love the Road King, don't get me wrong. I mean, everything about the Road King's great, but it's just not, you know, that just go out and go zip around on kind of a bike. It's like an affair to pull that thing out and then have to, you know, park it later. And I mean, this thing essentially weighs what my Iron 883 weighs. I think it's like literally the same by a pound or two or something. It's crazy. What better? I got a couple on a Victory riding with these. I got a fellow motorcyclist out here cruising along with me. This is a wonderful little town of Toledo. and I think it was the weekend after Labor Day. I keep missing this thing every year. They have big swamp meet out here. I took you to it. Jeez, man, I think I might have drove my 1200 low there or something. What was I riding? Maybe I brought my 72, but that thing just seems to get bigger. It was definitely, I was looking at the videos, it seemed bigger this year than what it was when I was there. Hoggins and sporty sport board bikes and all kinds of cool stuff. But anyway, it's a cool little town. Well, everyone there is just super nice. Met 3 people that I haven't met before, and I heard somebody say that the owner wasn't there, and just as I'm leaving, there he pops up. What a totally cool guy. I love it. It's kind of like the owner of our shop. If you just met him as you were, coming through the shop, he'll speak to you, and he's, very kind to anyone and everyone, and you would never know he was the owner. And same way there. I love that. I mean, even though you're in that, almost in the, the Olympia, Tacoma area, basically, there in Lacey, and, you're in fairly big city stuff, or close to bigger cities, and it's just so down home there. You never know anything was around you. There's a freeway going next to it, but you don't hear the freeway or anything. The building's like crazy insulated. Well, I absolutely can just flat foot this thing, and just like all of them with the adaptive suspension, you don't even realize it even happened. But now that I'm going the ground, I can drug the tip of my toe down there. You ain't gonna flat foot it now. There's a really cool thing. I think it's this road right here. It takes you out to a dead end. There's a cool like waterfall thing or something. Yeah, it is right here. So that used to be like a motorcycle shop or something. You guys remember I took my red street glide way down the end of that thing. It was a falls. There was like a bridge at the dead end. I took a thumbnail there. Well, the thing I like, nothing touches my legs underneath there. I'm not touching anything. Comes with the, some people refer to it as tank frames. All that's on there. Nice. Is that the main? Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna take that loop over the hill. Look at that. It's like almost a Ghostbuster kind of a thing. Well, my navigation's not liking that at all. She's going, boy. Nice little town, Bucota. Whoa. That was a person. I don't know what was popping up out of them wood. He was bent over, and all of a sudden he popped up. I go, good Lord, what is that? This is a beautiful route. I very seldom take this thing backwards. But we are today. We're probably going to get some wetness back here too with these shaded trees. This goes past that coal processing plant. I don't feel like I can trust the tires yet, especially with the road being damp. They're brand new. I don't know at what point she slips. But this thing's got all the fancy, traction controls and modes and doo-wah-ditties. But anyway, besides the water cool thing, I preach to you guys, I like the simple stuff. I do like the high-tech stuff, but I like them as demos, and Yeah, these things, you know, the first year, like I've said before, they had a few teething problems, but that's long since in the past. I didn't take the 350 through this way. There's a shorter route, and I did the same thing with the 650 because I bought that in January of 21, and yeah, I had a freezing hand problem on that day too. I stopped at that little Bakota store where it looked like it was a modern Cadillac version of the Ghostbusters wagon, you know. And there was when I turned back, I went through, there was a bunch of people and kids there, so I didn't record. But there were several hearse there. They must be having some Halloween kind of creep show thing or something going on. Absolutely beautiful back here. Can't believe I'm on a Pan America. It's kind of one of those things in the back of your head you really want, but it's just like I can't add another motorcycle, you know. At some point, you know, you can't afford all this stuff. And the insurance cheaper, the payments are less because, you know, things are different than it was when I bought the Road King. And so yeah, I'm saving a lot of money every month with this thing. Brembo brakes, man, they bind down like a road racer. They're not even properly bedded in yet. It's like my 350. You know, the brakes felt good, but man, them things have a bite to them. I'm surprised how well the brakes work on that little 350. Excuse me. Oh, I'm never going to get this turn signal thing figured out. Oh, very, very nice, typical Harley self-canceling turn signal. There's that plant out there just a huffing and a chuffing. Oh, that sun feels so good. I like that I guess that's kind of the way the GSAs are too. You got a slight lean forward. I am not one that has a problem with a little weight on my wrist. I love that. The pegs, I mean, it's almost sport bike pegs on this thing. That makes me super happy. I love my feet being back a bit. I don't know if you did that for me, but thank you very, very much. I think he did too. Yeah, he did. I need to see where the battery is on this thing, because I took off with a fairly low battery, because when I rode that GS yesterday, it wasn't full then, and I thought, well, I'll charge you when I get home. I can't believe those bulldozers go right to the edge like that. I'd be afraid I'd be going headlong over the edge of that thing. I'm gonna point you guys up and I'm gonna watch the road. That smoke, the way it billows off like that, is almost hypnotizing. Steam is what it is. Whew, that's loud down in there. Oh, you know, this thing also, you know how the BMWs, you can just slowly let go of the clutch and it'll go. These do the same thing. I see people test riding these things. They're just Joey slip clutching the holy heck out of these things. I'm like, dude, you don't even have to. You can't pop the clutch, but you can slowly let go of the clutch and it goes. Wow. Wide load going across that little bridge. That is sketchy on another level. Especially when that Dodge looks like it's just about ready to fall off of that thing. Good old downtown Centralia. All its lovely old buildings. Another police action going on here. They got the hood open on that police car. Maybe an officer had a vehicle issue. So I switched it to road mode, and it just absolutely made a blessing out of the suspension on the back. It was a little choppy, and I'm just in a cruising mode. Watch this thing, it's just boing boing. I don't know if it has separate suspension stuff or not, or it just changes. I'm sure it does, but it definitely changes based on the mode you put it in. But you put it in rain mode, it probably becomes an old, 60s, 70s Cadillac or something. Yeah, but that's very plush now in the back. Sometimes you just want to kick back and relax, Oops. It must be timed lights or something. Look at this evening light. And you get the softbox effects of the cloud up there. Clouds. Oh yeah, the forks are soft too. Look at that dive of that thing when it's in road mode. I like them when they're all plush and you feel the 5 miles of suspension travel. I'm just sitting here. It's crazy soft. It's actually pretty nice. It's quite cozy. Breeze going out here. Heck yeah. I don't feel any heat coming off the radiators. It's got to be going somewhere. I do feel a little, when I stop, I feel a little heat rising off of it. It's probably those bare headers down there. The shields are minimal at best, which I'm fine with that. So I looked down, my batteries, plus my watch was saying something new. There's new watch OS, and it was asking me, do I want to allow maps to display on my watch? So I turned that on, and I just got a sliver of the it's actually red now. I'm seeing it. You see, there's not a whole lot of shields on there, but I just feel a little heat coming up. Nothing excessive at all. Of course, now it's windy. You're not going to feel it at all. Brimbos, tubeless spoke wheels. The little cover's not over the battery down there. I have to go in there and fix that. I wonder if it even has a tender lead on it. I think Harley usually puts them on there, don't they? Yep. I was in mid-sentence and that thing went boom out. I love the inlay of the gray, and it's all under clear coat, and it's like a topographical map. That's pretty cool. I bet you there's probably because these work as a turn signal when it's sitting there on. I bet you there's one that works like a running light, and that's that headlight that follows you, up and over hills, left and right turns, and all that stuff. The switch gear on this thing is it's pretty detailed. I like even Brembo calipers and stuff, or master cylinder and stuff on there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to put a tender lead on there. I'll look in the manual right quick. I left the classic thing. You got the coils on the outside going to the 2 cylinders. Water-cooled motorcycle. Swore I'd never have one. But this is, you know, this is like the GSAs and stuff. That's a whole nother world. Look at the vents. No wonder you never feel nothing. That radiator's right there. You would imagine that thing, you probably feel it. But I don't think we got anywhere warm enough to kick that thing off today. That is something else. I've loved the look of these things since the first time I seen pictures of them. Amazing. Alright, let's get back on the road. So I turned that thing on. See how that... Is there an on-off button for that thing? Something's not on. That upper light. I mean, I got, you know, high and low beams and the normal stuff down. I'm not going to look in there and blind me. But in the windshield, you got a little lock lever. And you just move it up and down with that, however you want it. That's why I was telling you that the dash moves up and down. It's not a whole bunch, but yeah, if you wanted a different position, that would definitely get you there. Center stand, stock on a Harley. Oh no, it's got a chain. Oh no, the unreliability. Oh my lord. A brake. I've probably replaced probably 3 or 4. Oh, does that stand lift up by itself? I don't remember kicking it up. Probably 3 or 4 batteries in my lifetime on motorcycles. Watch this. Shift another gear. What if it goes beyond third? BMW. Oh, it does. The BMW stops once you hit third gear. It doesn't gain anymore. It'll just huff and chuff. It don't like you going beyond third gear with the... Oh, this is... I'm going absolutely out. Is there an out? Yeah, there's an out. But all the lines were facing the wrong way. I think that's just parking for the fair over here. Oh, wow, that is so soft in road mode. I love it. I forgot to turn that daggum navigation off. That's sad about the old Yardbirds closed down. Kelly said she read something that they're trying to do something with it. Remember I used to cut down that little road and go in there? The main entrance is still open. I don't know that there's any business in there at all. Somebody's talking about reviving it, which would be really cool. So I think I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go through downtown Chehalis. How low will that thing let me? And have a zipper up all the way. Go into. I love that clutch cancel, cruise cancel switch. This will. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna do that. Yeah, because I can't. I have to take a right and go across the bridge if I go up there. It's beautiful light. Man, that was an insane amount of recording I did. I think the battery is at like 58%. When I'm there, I feel like I'm like around family and stuff. I have a hard time, you know, just recording. Plus, you know, you're making a substantial financial commitment there. I must have went to the bathroom 5 times while I was there. Just nervous peas, you know. I don't do things like this lightly, you know. It may seem like I do, but I'm a nervous wreck. And Kelly was going, you just need to calm down. When I was leaving, I was already just getting wound up. She goes, you need to just get in your Road King, let the wind blow through, calm down, take some deep breaths. He goes, "You're just buying a motorcycle." I said, "I know. I always freak out over things like that." Love that old floral shop. That's beautiful. So I'm going to take a right up here at this next light by the Safeway. I'm going to zip out, hit I-5, and I'm going to scoot, get towards home. I'm not going to bore you with that ride, so I'll come back in a moment. Well, for you, it'll be a flash. Mount St. Helens, she got herself, somebody turned her upside down and dipped her in some ice cream. She's got a little layer of snow on the top. Thin, but it's up there. Man, this thing at freeway speeds is unbelievable. There's like this little pocket. Oh man, it is so nice. Man, semi trucks, nothing. It doesn't get tossed around. Oh, what a dream. Love you, love you, love you. Man, I can't believe how smooth and quiet and just rock steady like it was on the rails this thing is at freeway speeds. Sometimes you just make the best decisions. I've pondered over this thing for a long time. And here I am, perched upon it. Oh, it's 40 through here. Let's not get a ticket on the way home. Now I have my adventure tour. Got my very own adventure tour. Very nice. These are just such mile crunchers, you know. And when you're going out in the boondocks in the middle of nowhere, the nice thing is it's like an urban assault vehicle. You need to go off-road a little bit, ain't no problem. You can go off-road a lot on these things. Whether I'm going to do that kind of stuff, most likely not. I have no desire to, you know, take a 600-pound motorcycle and go bashing through the pucker brush, you know. You end up in places, and it's nice to be able to do that kind of things, but going purposely out and going some grand adventure on this thing, no. I have no desire. I'll kit my DR or take the Himalayan or something, you know. Something, not that DR is like the Himalayan either. I think the Himalayan actually is more than my DR. In fact, I'm sure it does. But, you know what I mean. Something smaller and way more nimble for the little tight stuff, you know. But if you're on an adventure, you got to have this to pack all your goods with you, you know. Really, anyway, I'm just going to rip onto the house here. So I'm going to bail out. I'm sure I yammered on way more than you could. You're probably all either asleep or you're off doing something else by now. Yeah. Boy, them police are on it tonight. They didn't pull themselves over the creepy white man van. That might be a good thing. Alright, let's see you at the house. Well, Julio, I told you I probably wouldn't go do any dirt riding on the way home, but I'll take you down a dirt road for about 600 yards. That's about it. Oh, what a beauty. Absolutely fantastic. There she is. Home, sweet home. Well, I gotta move it because I gotta get the car out because Kelly wanted to go do something. Kelly's going, oh my Lord. Well, like that color because I don't see everybody and their brother with it.
Yeah.
Look at the topographical kind of map thing going on in there. It's all under the typical Harley clear coat.
Yeah.
It is amazingly comfortable. So I went from, you know, where the tractor or that farm store is.
Yeah.
I forget what exit number that is. I took the freeway part down. I was up to, yeah, I was back till then.
Oh.
But going down the freeway, it's just, there's this pocket of air you're riding in that is absolutely magical. I am absolutely madly in love with that thing. Wow. Well, hello there, YouTube. It's only been about 15 minutes. But what do you think of that? Probably never seen that coming. Not in a million years. But there's many factors that came in my head, probably more than anything else, that made me make that decision. And I'm super, super, super happy with it. So I don't have to rely on a demo or anything like that to take my ADV bike on a trip or whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a Harley. How cool is that?
That makes it really cool.
To me, yeah, very cool. On that, I'm sure I probably got one crazy vlog to put together today.
I'm sure you
I have no idea. I'll look at the footage, but thank you guys for coming along on what turns out to be a new bike day. Now I'm going to go sit out in the garage and oodle over it for the rest of the night.
Yep. I'll have to go hub.
Yeah.
Time for bed.
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Sunday or Monday.
Heck yeah. All right.
We see you in the morning.
We'll see you then. Bye-bye now.